It's sun oven cooking time today. Today I'm going to make some sweet Italian sausage, and I'm going to roast some Brussels sprouts and potatoes together in here, and I'm going to drizzle them with some chili and garlic olive oil. It's really yummy. So show you when we get there. Let's get started. Time to trim the pine that's up over the tree. So I'm going to cut off the end of it first and then cut off the big part. Just make it easier so we don't have a big branch dropping off and falling on something.
Why don't you use the electric one, got more power? Whoa! That's a cucina.
Done that part. Okay, as you saw earlier, I put the sun oven out. I was letting it warm up, and then I ran down the street to help my mom cut a tree real quick, and I came back and now I am preparing the Brussels sprouts. I washed the Brussels sprouts. That's all I'm going to do to them. I'm not going to do, I actually leave the little ends and stuff on them since I'm roasting them and it'll be long enough. And the little potatoes here are new potatoes from the garden. And then I have some bigger potatoes which I am going to quarter. I'm going to leave the skin on them also because they are organic. So we'll just leave the skin on those. So let me quarter them up and I'll get them in and we'll mix it together. Some of them that are a little bigger, it's going to be a little more than quartering because I don't want the pieces too big. So we can get more into the pot. And this is such an easy way to make a meal. You can it takes very little prep here, just putting it all together, and then you're going to throw it in the sun oven and let it do its own thing while you're off busy doing other stuff. And that's what sun oven cooking is all about. It's cooking without heating up your house. It's cooking with without having to worry about it. So that's what makes me happy. I just like that kind of cooking. Okay, so put those in there. I'm going to put a few more in there because I have some hungry little men, so there we go. Oops. Put that in front. There we go. Okay, now that was the hardest part, okay? We know the rest isn't hard because it's really easy to drizzle olive oil, and you can use salt and pepper if you like. I do like to. Now, I hope you can see this. Yeah, there we go. This is the olive oil that I'm going to use. It's an organic infused olive oil with chili and garlic, but you can do it with, you know, just some chili powder if you want and some garlic and then use olive oil, but this just kind of does it all for me and it gives me the olive oil that I'm looking for. And I'm not going to use a whole lot because, believe it or not, it is pretty spicy, so I'm going to use just a little bit of this. Just kind of drizzle it around. I know that says a little bit, but then I'm going to use just plain olive oil now and put it on, okay? And that way, you know what? I'm thinking I might, and again, I need to measure. I might go ahead and throw some carrots in there too. That does sound so good. Just happen to have a bag of organic petite carrots. I don't usually buy these, but Ronnie likes to take them for his lunch. likes the petites, and I don't really grow the petites. So. Okay, that should be just enough. Didn't really measure. Just some good old veggies, you know. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to put salt and pepper on it. Okay, and this is sea salt, and it looked like a lot, but it really wasn't. And some pepper. There we go. And again, you can do it to your flavorings. You can use whatever flavors you like, but when you roast these up like this, oh my God, all those flavors just come together. And so now I'm turning it over and just mixing it around so that olive oil with the chilies can get spread around on everything instead of just on the stuff on the top. And then you see I have an awful lot in this one pot. So what I'm going to do is the other pot that I'm going to put the sweet Italian sausage in, I'm going to take some of these veggies and put it in with that. They'll cook up with that yummy flavor from the sausage, and that'll just be even better. Okay, so just mix it up good. Get the salt mixed around. Get those oils spread around good so you don't get one bite that kind of burns your mouth. But you know, I do this all the time with just olive oil and salt, pepper, paprika, and turmeric. Oh my gosh, that is so good when you just mix those. I don't measure, but you know, you just kind of do it to taste, and it makes the potatoes and everything. The potatoes turn like a really pretty yellow color, which makes it kind of eye appealing too. Whoops! And I have a runaway Brussels sprout. Okay, so that's all there is to that. Okay, and because I like to keep my guys a little leaner, I'm using some, it's turkey Italian sausage, and it's the lean, and they love it. They don't even know the difference most of the time till I'm finished cooking. So I'm going to put those in here, and I will drizzle them with some plain olive oil, just because the fact that they are lean sometimes get a little dry and they stick to the pot. And I'm going to let them cook up some, and I'll cut them up then later, just to mix them in with the food. Well, sometimes I do. We'll see. So I'm just going to drizzle a little olive oil on there. And that's just like I said, so we have some moisture in the bottom of the pan. And the nice thing with the Sun oven, everything does get so nice and moist, but you will be surprised. These are just scrumptious. Now, one of the things you need to do, because these are raw, we'll poke some holes in them so those juices can come out and not explode our sausages and make them look like some kind of freaky alien food. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to reach over here real quick, and I'm going to add in the veggies. I said I'm just going to take a couple of handfuls and let them cook in there. It'll make some extra space in my one pot, and at the same time let those bake in there with that scrumptious flavor. I would cook them all in one pot. That's the only downside to the Sun oven, is that I don't have a big pot that fits in there, but I'm going to get me one. Actually, it's not a downside to the Sun oven, it's a downside to my Sun oven equipment that I have, but we can easily take care of that at some point. So, here we go. Okay, and then this is what we have left in here. So this will make a very nice meal for the family. So let's go on out, check the Sun oven, and see if it's ready to put some stuff in. I got the pot stacked, going to put a lid on, and going to head on out the door. Actually, the lid's right here. So we'll put the lid on. We'll head out the door. And I put the sausages on the top just so I can keep an eye on them, check them a little more often without having to move both pots. Okay, so we have both the pans in. Sun oven is still at about 360 even after opening it and putting the pans in. So I'm going to turn it into the sun and get it aligned and then we're just going to walk off and leave it, because that's what sun oven cooking is all about, walking off and leaving it. It's a little windy today, but it should be fine. I haven't had my sun oven turn over on me in a very, very long time. Okay, so it's been 2 hours. Let's check and see. I have not moved it in the 2 hours. Ooh, temperature still at about 275. Excuse me, got my towel caught there. Let's see how we're looking. Oh, looks good. It's looking yummy. So let's see here. Potatoes are almost done. Look at all that. Nice. It's looking really good. So I'm going to leave that. I think that could probably go for a while longer. Temperature's dropping nice, so just let those slow cook now. Oh, don't let me forget my towel in there. So it'll go for a little while longer. Just not move it. I could have fast cooked these. If I would have turned it like every 30 minutes into the sun, these would have been done in less than an hour. It would have been like cooking it in an oven, maybe 45 minutes tops, because that oven was getting nice and hot, and it is a scorcher out here today. So as you can see, the sun reflecting off of there. It's crazy bright out here today. So anyway, I'll keep you posted when it gets done. Let you see what it looks like. Oh, and just for general information, like I said, I didn't turn it until just now. I came out here and then I turned it. But before then, I didn't turn it. And it's been another 2 hours because I was inside working on an article for the website, so I completely forgot about it. Okay. Okay, and here is dinner. Ooh, it's hot. So be careful. That's the top one with all the nice veggies, and oh, hold on, gonna have to use 2 hands. And here's the bottom one with the Italian sausage and more veggies. All right, I'm gonna get these guys served up and see what they think.